Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Mailchimp member on teleform submission. So let's suppose I am running an online retail business and I am collecting all my potential leads with the help of teleform that I have on my website. Now I want that whenever someone submits this form, it is automatically created as a member in my Mailchimp account. I completely want to automate this process, and to do this automation, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Tele and Mailchimp. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I am going to take Tele, from where I will receive new form submission and this complete workflow here will get triggered. And then in my action application, I am going to take Mailchimp, where the member will be created automatically as soon as the new form submission will be received. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Mailchimp member on teleform submission. For this, we are going to create automation between teleform and Mailchimp with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly. And you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in. But if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I am an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you just need to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and first I need to provide the workflow name and then select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create Mailchimp member on teleform submission. Now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create Mailchimp member on teleform submission, which means whenever a teleform submission will be made, a Mailchimp member will be created automatically, which means whenever a teleform submission will happen, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So whenever teleform submission happens, an action says do this, so a Mailchimp member will be created. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take teleforms, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new response. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and teleforms, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my teleforms with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk given below over here, I will make this connection, and to make this connection, let me take you to my teleforms. So this is my teleforms, and this is the form that I'll be using by the name contact us. So I will open this. On the top, I can see all these options where I need to first click on this integrations, and then over here I am provided with an option of webhooks. So over here I am going to click on this edit, and then I have to remove this previously existing URL and then replace this with the new webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I will copy this webhook URL from here and paste that over here, and then click on this save changes. Now over here I have successfully added the new webhook URL which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. And now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and if I scroll down, I can see this waiting for the webhook response. Under this it is written Now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. This means so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I need to open my teleforms and do a test submission in this teleforms. And for that I am going to click on this share, and then over here I am provided the link to the form. So I'll copy the link and then I am going to paste that in a new tab and then open this. So over here this contact us form has appeared in front of me, and it has all these fields: first name, last name, phone number and email address. And now I'm going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is, so here my first name is admin, my last name is user, my phone number is this, and my email address is admin@pabblytudes.com. Now I'm going to click on the submit, and I have successfully submitted this form. Now this detail should be captured and received in my Pabbly Connect. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see I have instantly received the response. These are the same details that I have filled while submitting my form. First name was admin, last name was user, phone number was this, and the email address was admin@pabblytudes.com. This means the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Teleform is successful, and now whenever someone will submit the form, I will start receiving the response in my Pabbly Connect. So now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive new teleform submission, I want to create Mailchimp member. So now I am going to move to my next step, which is action step, and here I am going to choose my action application as Mailchimp. And then in my action event, I am going to select this add new member with custom fields, and then I am going to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and then to make this connection I have to enter the token, and then I have to enter the data center. So to enter this token, it is written enter your API key. You can find the above key by logging to your Mailchimp account. Click on the profile picture, click on profile, extras and API keys. So to enter this, I am going to open my Mailchimp account, and I have to click on this profile, and then I have to go to this profile, and then in this extras I can find this API keys, and then I will scroll down, and here I am provided with an option of create a key. So I will click on this, and over here I need to name this API key. So let's say I am going to name this as testing 56, and then click on this generate key. Now over here I am provided with the new API key, and I am going to copy this API key and simply paste that API key over here. Now I have to enter the data center, and it is written enter the data center example US19, which appears as a subdomain in your Mailchimp account, example this. So to enter this, let's open my Mailchimp account again. So here in this subdomain you can see this US6, which I am going to copy and paste that in my data center field, and then click on this save. So here Mailchimp is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is choose audience list. So as I just have one audience list, which is Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to choose that from this drop down, and then I have to enter the email address. So I'm not going to enter the email address manually. Instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. As you can see, I have received the response from teleforms, and here as soon as I click on this email address field, I will see this tele, and then when I click on this, I can see all the responses that I have received from there. So I need to enter the email address, and for that I'm going to click on this admin@pabblytudes.com, and then I have to enter the tag. So as to enter this tag, I have to take you to my Mailchimp account. So on the left hand side I can see this tags option under audience, and here all the tags will appear in front of me. Here I want to add this new member in this online retail business tag. So I'll copy this and paste that over here. So whenever I receive response from teleforms, I want to add all these new members in this particular tag, which is online retail business, as a member. So now I need to select the status of the subscriber. I want to select this as subscribed. Then I don't want to add any interest scope or the company or the designation. As I've also not received response for these fields, I'm going to skip this, but if you have received the response, you can enter following the same process. Now I will follow the same process of mapping to enter the first name, and then I do not want to enter the gender. Then I will enter the last name as user, and then the mobile number as this one, and then I will also enter the phone number as this one. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received a new response. Over here, if I manually enter any data, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details and adding the tag, I simply need to scroll down and click on the save and send test request. Now here I can see I have received a positive response with the ID of the member. Now I need to check in my Mailchimp account whether this member has been added there or not. So let's open my Mailchimp. And first I'll go to this all contacts on the left hand side. Let's refresh this page once. And here I can see I have created this admin@pabblytudes.com. The phone number was this, first name was admin, last name was user, and then it has been created under the online retail business. Now I will open my tags and check this once. Online retail business, I click on this view. And over here I have created this admin@pabblytudes.com. Now so as to check whether this automation is working perfectly fine or not, let's open my teleforms again and fill some other form with some other details. So let's say this time my first name is. So here I have added my first name as latest, last name as user, phone number as this, and the email address as latest234@pabblytudes.com, and then I am going to click on this submit. As I've successfully submitted my form, member should be created in my Mailchimp account under the same tag. So let's open my Mailchimp account and then let's open this all contacts on the left hand side. Let's refresh this page once. And here I have successfully created this member also, latest234@pabblytudes.com. The phone number is this, first name was latest, last name was user. Let's open my tags, and over here in this online retail business I will open this tag, and I can see that I have created this latest234 member also. Now to summarize, we took Teleform as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a form in our Teleforms and then received the response in Pabbly Connect. Then we moved to the next step where we want that whenever we receive response in Teleform, that person should be created as a member in my Mailchimp account. So I took Mailchimp as our action application. Then I selected the audience list. Then I entered the tag. Then entered all these details with the help of mapping, simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this member being added in my Mailchimp account. So we have successfully created automation between Tele and Mailchimp with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.